We are back with The Wasteland, Part 3, The Fire Sermon. Let's categorize this part to understand it. Introduction of Albert and Tiresias figure. The introduction of Albert and the Tiresias figure signals a break in the poem, announced by, "The river's tent is broken," line 173. This break is reflected in the new, exhausting rhythm, capturing the wasteland's mournful tone. Breaks in rhythm and jazz number. The rhythm occasionally breaks with jazz numbers or nightingale songs but quickly returns to a measured rhythm. End rhymes dominate, especially during the violent sexual assault, emphasizing the pervasive and worn-down feeling. Part 3 title, The Fire Sermon. The Fire Sermon refers to a Buddhist sermon against lust, symbolizing the Fisher King's impotence and ruin due to unrestrained passion. The wounded king's plight highlights the destructive nature of lust. Interplay between male and female. Tiresias, a figure of empathy, unites male and female perspectives. He witnesses and shares in the suffering of women, particularly during a sexual assault scene, but remains powerless to change events. Blending serious and silly. Part 3 blends serious and silly elements, shifting between grim wasteland imagery and lighter musical riffs. This tone shift keeps readers engaged, with musical references and descriptions of water maidens adding to the contrast. Madness and neurasthenia. Eccentricity in the poem can be interpreted as madness or neurasthenia. Characters, including Tiresias, seem to suffer from a loss of narrative control. Eliot's personal struggles with neurasthenia may be reflected in these disjointed thoughts. Conclusion. Promised purification. Part 3 concludes with a chanting sequence, suggesting a purification process to cleanse the landscape and speaker of their corruptions. Just as heat or fire is often required to burn out a fever, Part 3 ends with the promised sermon, which may serve to burn out the sickness that corrupts the body of this landscape, and this speaker. With that chanting sequence, lines 308 to 11, the promised purification seems to commence. Thanks for watching.